Why does reading feel so hard, even when you actually want to do it? For a long time, I thought it was just me. I tried to sit down with a book, get a few pages in, and lose focus. But the problem wasn't effort, it was the way I was approaching reading. And once I fixed that, reading got a whole lot easier and actually started to stick. So in this video, I'm going to show you 3 simple steps to embodying the identity of a reader so you can focus, retain, and enjoy books. But before you can enjoy reading, you need to get started in a way that actually works for your brain. As a kid, I never enjoyed reading. It wasn't until the military, where I was assigned a book, that I gave it another try. I chose the audiobook over the physical book, and I listened to it while I was in the gym or doing chores. And suddenly, I could actually enjoy a book. That's when I realized audiobooks can kickstart your reading habit. You're not bad at reading. Your brain is just trained for instant dopamine from things like YouTube, TikToks, or any notifications that you get on your phone. Sitting with a book alone feels slow and unsatisfying. The first step to embodying the identity of a reader is just to consume books any way that works. Dopamine drives attention and learning. When you pair curiosity with manageable focus, your brain starts to associate reading with pleasure instead of boredom. So pick a book you're genuinely curious about and get the audiobook and listen to it while you're doing light, non-distracting tasks. You can also get the physical book, and this is great because it creates that dopamine experience, right? You have the audiobook, you got the physical book, and something about having that tactile feeling of the book itself gives you that dopamine response and gives you that little boost of momentum that you want. Some good resources to find these things for free is here on YouTube if you're looking for audiobooks, or you can check out your local library where you can get audiobooks or the physical books as well. Once you're actually enjoying books, the next step is locking in your focus and boosting comprehension. When I first tried audiobooks, I'd constantly lose focus and had to rewind multiple times. Then I paired the audiobook with the physical book, reading while listening at the same time, and my focus and comprehension skyrocketed. Reading alone can be tough at first because your brain is used to high stimulation content, but pairing the physical book with audio creates novelty and reinforces attention. Dual input reading locks in focus and strengthens retention by engaging multiple senses. Dual coding theory shows that the brain stores information better when it receives input both visually and auditorially. Novelty triggers dopamine, which improves learning. So get the physical book if you only started with the audio. Follow along with the audio while reading and focus on comprehension, not speed. Over time, you can gradually wean off the audio while you read the physical book instead. And if you ever need to go back to using the audio, because I still do this from time to time, depending on the book, that's okay too. Even with focus and dual input, the environment you read in can make or break your progress. I used to read in bed at night. I did the whole keep a book on your nightstand thing, but ultimately what that just led to was me dozing off and losing focus. But now I read in my office with more than just a lamp on, and at a time and duration that matches my energy. Some days it's only 10 minutes, other days it's an hour. It works though because the space and timing signal to my brain that it's time to focus. Even the best systems fail if your environment fights your attention. Comfort and tiredness can sabotage reading without you even realizing it. Create a consistent, dedicated reading space and time. Your brain will learn to associate it with focus and engagement. Context cues help habits stick. A predictable environment primes your brain for sustained attention. So choose a well-lit space free of distractions. Set a dedicated reading time, even if it's short, and adjust each session based on your energy. Flexibility is key. Have contingency plans for those tough days. For me, it's okay to skip one day, but I try my best to avoid skipping 2 in a row. And a bonus tip is pair it with something else you enjoy, like coffee or some lo-fi or classical music. Nothing with lyrics though, because that's multitasking. You don't need to force reading. You just need a system that works with your brain. Keep showing up and the skill improves over time. And if you want to take this even further, watch this video next where I break down why most people struggle to turn reading into a habit and how small shifts can help you stay consistent. Keep learning, keep growing, and I'll see you in the next one.